Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne, and I'm just coming on for a few moments because I am just trying to test my free version of StreamYard and seeing how it actually works. I came on yesterday with StreamYard, and I had some glitches. And so I'm just trying to, get back into the groove of doing live streams again. And so let me share this out if I can. Yep, here it goes. Um, Let me share it out. You have not done live streams in a long time. It's really, really strange to do. You forget. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to share it out. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Live stream. And I want to do a pop out here so that I can see any comments. So we'll do pop out chat. Okay, and StreamYard. Okay. Hey, Nikki. Hey, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. You know, Nikki, I am trying different things. And, it's been 3 years since I've done live streaming, and I'm a content provider and I do content. So I don't do live streaming, but I used to do live streaming once upon a time. And so before kind of throwing myself completely into it, I decided to go ahead and use the free version of StreamYard and get used to it again, and then kind of go from there. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hey, Jun, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so I'm just coming on for a few minutes. My husband and I are getting ready to go out. It's actually his birthday today, but we celebrated it yesterday. And I have a meeting this evening for one of my social groups. And so we're going to go to that, and we'll probably go out and get a bite to eat. But last night we took my sons out. My daughter had to work, so she couldn't join us. But so we had cake and ice cream and did all that. So yeah. So, but anyhow, I had a few minutes. My schedule's pretty busy, and I have a pretty busy life, and it's all good. And the thing about it is this: is that I, it's kind of hard for me to set an exact time or schedule that I'm going to. Thank you, Nikki. I'll tell him. I actually have a younger husband. We've been married 35 years. And, when I was younger, I looked really super young. So my husband is 5 years younger than me. And so I call him just a younger man. And so so we're going to go out, and go to my meeting, and then we'll probably go out and get a bite to eat afterward. It just all depends. And normally, my plan is to do the live streaming probably about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And once I get used to working out the kinks with StreamYard, and if I decide that I'm going to probably continue um, to do this, I will probably get the paid version of StreamYard like I used to have. Hi, Skinny Boy. It's nice to see you. Thank you. And so yeah, so we the long story short about AirTags. So what happened with AirTags was, I have three adult children, and they're in their mid to late 20s, all three, and they tend to lose things. And you know what, Justine, I am not going to be on here very long. I'm just trying to use StreamYard to get used to it, but um, I would love to bring you up when I'm coming on here, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And that's when I will probably bring, people up on the panel. So make sure to be looking for me when I come back, when I come back up at night. Okay. I may not be here tonight, probably not tonight, but one of the other nights. And like I said, I don't really know what my schedule is going to be or if I'm going to have one. I'm kind of more of an impromptu person. I will kind of appear suddenly, but usually probably between 9 and 10 o'clock at night or 9 and 11 o'clock at night. And those hours are better for me due to my busy schedule. And as many of you know, I go to college full time. And yes, I'm almost 70 years old and I go to college. And it's hard to believe I am the oldest person in my college. And thank you, Justine. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so, Justine, I'm just getting used to getting back on live streaming, and I'm trying to use StreamYard again. And I'm using the free version because I want to make sure that I want to use it. And actually, I'm going to use StreamYard before I actually do the paid version. The difference I've found with the paid version is you get a better quality of streaming versus the free version. But for right now, it works. And but I'm sitting in my sunroom and next to my bedroom. It's really where, because my house is very busy. I have 3 young adult kids and I have a husband. So there's a lot of movement in my house, people going in the kitchen and other rooms. And so if I do a live stream out there, if you got everyone walking by or they don't want to be in front of camera. So the AirTags. So I have 3 young adult kids who tend to lose things. And so one of my sons lost something. He lost his wallet yesterday. And lo and behold, we searched and we searched and we searched. And I told him to look, of all places, in the garbage can. And he had, by mistake, when he was cleaning up his area, he moved it into the garbage bag somehow, and it went in the garbage can. Unfortunately, we caught it before today the garbage man came. But that was very, very fortunate. And so I told him, I said, you know what? You need an AirTag. So from now on in, we are having, everyone gets AirTags. I have AirTags on, a lot of my different things. And so my sons and my daughter, they all kind of use AirTags. We have Life 365, which kind of, lets everyone track each other. Hey, Ed. Hey, nice to see you. And yeah, my kids are, in their later 20s. And you would think that would be a thing of the past where they lose things, but my kids lose things. And so if it does, instead of saying, oh, I hope you don't lose it, I'm just preparing for if they do lose something with an AirTag. They're so inexpensive. Like we ordered 4 more online last night. I think they were like $22 for 4 of them. And you connect it to your phone. So, I can see where everything is. So one of the AirTags, we did not know where it was. And I wanted to use it and give it to my other son. And so I just took it, got on there, and I started walking around the house. And it guided me right to the very spot that AirTag was. So it's amazing. I mean, it'll take you right to the spot where it is. So if you lose it on the street somewhere, you just follow that AirTag until you get to where it is. And I mean, it's really, really amazing. So I told my husband, I said, buy me more AirTags for Christmas. And, technology is really wonderful. And I think a lot of older people try to avoid it. Yes. They're great on wallets, purses, keys, your car, your computer, anything that you think that you could misplace. And so basically, what I'm doing is I'm getting tech savvy. And AirTags is just one of the tech savvy things that I'm learning to do. A lot of people in my age group don't, they're very uncomfortable with technology. It scares them. And, I'm I could easily be like that, but I don't want to be. And so I kind of embrace technology, and I'm not a technical expert, but I'm very determined personality. So if I want to learn something, I just go for it. So I'm learning more and more. Now, the big issue that I'm having is I'm trying to go live on TikTok. And I have a very nice following over on TikTok. I'm an ultimate golden girl over there. And for some reason, I'm not able to go live. And I'm not sure what it is. And so I've looked it up on the internet, and I can't find how you contact somebody over there to let them know that there's a problem. But I have some kind of glitch, and it might be as simple as going out and coming back in, logging out and logging back in. I don't know, but I haven't done that yet. So today I tried to go back on TikTok and go live. I've never been live on TikTok, but I have a really good group of people over there, as I do here on YouTube. And a lot of people ask me to go live over there. And I just haven't done it. I haven't done it. And it's not because I don't want to do it, it's because I haven't figured it out yet. But knowing the kind of personality I am, knowing how determined I am, um, I will just keep at it and hopefully figure it out. Justine, I'm not exactly sure. I just started back 2 days ago doing live streams. Saturday, I did my first live stream back, and that was not on StreamYard. Yesterday, um, I did, I did, I did the, yesterday I did StreamYard for the first time. And one of my friends who has over 100,000 subscriber channel, um, she did she does the free version of StreamYard, and she likes it. So, I have no problem with the logo with StreamYard up there. That doesn't bother me at all. It's a matter of the quality, um, the quality of the live stream. But it may have more to do with the computer, because I'm using an old computer in here. I have brand new computers, but this one is in the sunroom, and I don't use it very much. And I don't use it very much. And so it's an older one. And plus, it's on the other side of the house, and the Wi Fi box is on the other side of the house. So that could be one of the factors in how the quality of my live streams are turning out. So I don't know. So it's kind of a practice thing right now. We'll see. Like I said, I'm really a content creator and not a live streamer. And yet I really do like coming on here live stream because it gives me an opportunity to, interact in real time with real people, with friends. And I really like that. I think that's so cool to be able to, come on here and just connect with people. And, and it's really cool. Justine, yeah, like I said, I don't really know how often I'm going to come on, and I don't know what kind of schedule I'm going to do, and I don't even know if I'm going to always use StreamYard. I'm kind of testing it to see how it goes. We will most certainly see. If I'm using StreamYard, that is always a possibility, Justine, always a possibility. So, the thing about it is I really like content creating because it gives me the opportunity to say exactly what I want to say, and then that's it. Because usually what I do when I share my wisdom, it's usually very short and sweet. It's usually about a minute long, and then I get off. Whereas with a live stream, in a way, you're kind of all over the place, especially if you're up here by yourself, because you're the one talking. You're the one doing all the talking, and there's no one else doing the talking. So, but one of the big things, and I've got to figure it out, is how to get YouTube to push me out again. Like I said, when I first started, I think you've all heard this before, but when I first started live streaming about 5 years ago, I had 400 to 500 people in my live stream total within that time period. And now it's as if YouTube doesn't recognize me as a live streamer. And so it was like, it started this way right before I got off of doing live streams. And that was one of the reasons I stopped doing live streams, because I didn't feel like I was being pushed out. Thank you, Justine. Thank you. How did you see my channel, Justine? Because were you not on? Were you not connected to my channel before, or I mean, did it just kind of pop out there? I'm kind of curious as to how YouTube does it. If they actually push me out there at all, or if I have to be on for a period of time. I'm not sure how it works. And I know things have changed a lot in the YouTube world, so I'm not exactly sure anymore how it really, really works when it comes to live streaming. And I know some of my friends, they do live streams all the time, and other friends, they don't do any live streams. So, I think it's whatever works for you. But live streaming is very different, because it makes you sort of vulnerable, because you're right out here. Oh, okay, Justine. So you're really new to my channel. Is that correct? And was it someone, was it kind of someone had shared me out, and that's how you found me? Or was it a YouTube? Did YouTube just, kind of put me out there? I'm just wondering. I hope YouTube begins to push me out there again. And if they do, I'll begin to do live streaming again. And, I hope that they will do that. So, because I'm basically a motivational, inspirational channel. I do not give advice or suggestions or anything like that. I'm just kind of a little bit of everything, really. I share a little bit of my life, not everything. And for the most part, it's wisdom and motivation. And I do some dance videos, as many of you know, to show that just because you're almost 70 years old doesn't mean you have to sit in a rocker all day. Nothing wrong with sitting in a rocking chair, but I put my stiletto high heels on. I go in my kitchen, I put some music on, and Justine, I'm so new back to this. I haven't done any panels yet. So I used to do panels. Once upon a time, I did panels all the time. I would have like 6, 7, 8 people up on my stream. That was when YouTube pushed me out. I would have so many people. It was, really, really busy and really chaotic. And then I kind of, when my husband got cancer, and he's all better now, he's doing fantastic. He's 100% cancer free. But we had to go through that whole cancer journey, and it was awful. And it was during that time, for some reason, was when I went from the 400 to 500 people to almost nobody seeing my live stream until after it was over. So I kind of felt like it was like the universe was telling me that I needed to be off live streaming, because it takes a lot of time to do a live stream. And hey, Christina, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for jumping on here. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Christina, I'm only on here for a few moments, and I'm trying to get my feet wet again into the YouTube live streaming. And so I'm testing the free version of StreamYard, and in hopes that, I will either like the free version or I will go back and start paying for it again. I want to make sure before I start paying for it that I'm actually going to use it. Yeah, Justin, I can't do that today, but perhaps at another time because I'm going to, not be on here very long. And I don't even remember how to do it. I've got to look it up. I remember I used to drop the link. There was a link that I used to drop, and then people could come into the bottom part, and then I would bring them up. But I forgot how to do it because it's been so long. Thank you, Christina. Do you do live streams, Christina? I can't remember if you do or you don't do. I know you do wonderful content. Um, which three dots is it when I go to do that, Justine? Which three dots? Christina, the video shorts are where it's at. That's where you will grow your channel. And if you notice on my channels, I've kind of really slacked off of doing long videos, which is, 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever, 30 minutes. I've stopped because, for the most part, because they don't get pushed out. Whereas when you do the shorts, it seems that the shorts get pushed out. Now, over on TikTok, I get pushed out big time. So TikTok is really good over there. I mean, about pushing me out. But the problem is I don't know how to go live over there. I can't figure it out. I've tried and tried, and I don't know what the story is over there. Thank you, Christina. And I find that I can get what it is that I want to say into a short. And most people's attention span is about a minute. And when you go past that, people begin to drop off. And I just find that the shorts work better. The shorts work better for me. And I'm really not doing the longs. I mean, occasionally I'll put up a long, but not that often anymore. It's really become that I'm just doing the others. Okay, Justine. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out again. Um, oh, so I see what you're saying. You go to the three dots up there and nope, that didn't give it to me. I don't know. Now I can't get rid of it. Let's see if oh, there it goes. Okay. Um, Yeah, I will have to study this and remember how I actually bring people up, and so that I can do that again. But yeah, I find that the shorts work better. I've been on here publicly about 5 years. I've had the channel since 2011, but I initially did the channel for my children. They were little at the time, and I wanted them to have mommy's wisdom. So I would just do short videos, shorts. And they weren't called shorts at the time, but that's what I was doing. 30 seconds, a minute long. It was on a subject. I figured when they got older, they would have easy access to be able to, watch my wisdom if I was on a YouTube channel. Then about 2020, and about 2020, someone said to me, you really need to start going public, where I'm actually creating content for the public and not just for my kids. And so I did. And I had no clue what I was doing. I just started coming on here, and I've loved it. I've met so many people, made so many friends, really, really enjoyed this YouTube journey. It's been kind of all over the place. It's been up and down. I've learned a lot. And I mean, it's really been a lot of fun. And but with my schedule, going to college full time, being an artist, working out at the gym, all my fitness, my family, and all the other many things that I do, um, I'm not making this my number one priority like I did before. I used to make it a number one priority, and that was when it became overwhelming because I was on here every day doing a live stream. And so now it'll be sort of like whenever I feel like coming on. I think for the most part, I'll come on like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and then, and that'll be it. And but it's fun. It's fun. But anyhow, about AirTags, I thought I'd throw this in one more time. I find that AirTags are really, really great to have. You are able to find things, and it's so easy to misplace things, even in your own home, where you can look and look and look, and you never know. Hold on one second, one second. Hey, honey, I'm on a live. I'll be right off. Are you home? Are you home? Okay, I'll see you then. Bye. Love you. Bye bye. That was my sweetie. That was my husband. And so he's on his way home. And anyhow, so yeah, AirTags are wonderful. I love them. I'm not promoting them or endorsing them or anything like that. It's just that, yesterday with my son losing his wallet, and thank goodness he found it. So now, we're using the AirTags. Christina, that's right. That's right. My husband, he broke his foot about 3 months ago. And how he broke it is, after he gets up in the morning quietly, gets his cup of coffee and all that, and he comes back, he's dressed and he comes back before he leaves for work, and he gives me a kiss. Well, the room is dark, but somehow hey, Un, welcome, welcome, my friend, welcome, welcome. And somehow he tripped on the rug and he broke his foot. And so he's still, it's still in healing mode. He had surgery on it, and I think he would have done better had he not had surgery. And but he had surgery on it. So yeah. So I share a lot of things here on YouTube, and I really, really enjoy being on here. My friend Un, I'm just trying to get the hang of it here, and I just popped on. I just popped on for just a few minutes, and but I'm trying to get used to this StreamYard. I wanted to ask you, how do you bring people up on panel? I cannot remember on StreamYard how you drop the link. Do you just copy and paste the link that you're on, and then people come in, or how is it done? I can't remember. I can't remember how you share out, so people, you drop the link so people can come up, but I can't remember how it's done. And because, this is all new to me again after 3 years. So 3 years ago, I got pretty good at it. So, but yeah, so I don't remember how to drop the link and put it in there. But I do like StreamYard because you can bring people up. And I'm wondering why YouTube just doesn't allow people, to bring people up. They only allow one person, one camera or one person. They don't let, you have multiple people. So you have to go through StreamYard to be able to do it. Now it says something, share your referral link, but I don't think that is what it is. I'm not sure. So today I didn't make it to the gym. And normally Monday through Friday, I go to the gym. I did get up, I got up late because I was up very late last night doing schoolwork, college work. And so I got up late, I went for a run. And by the time I got back, started doing all kinds of little things. And before I knew it, and I knew we were going out tonight, I didn't have the time. I just didn't have the time. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get there. Okay, Un, thank you. You know, Un, now you have grown so much. You're well over 100,000, and I'm amazed. I mean, you have an amazing, wonderful channel, first of all, and I can see why. And it deserves to be a million subscriber. But you grew and grew and grew. And I think that when you get to be as big of a channel as you are, it's very challenging to be able to do a live stream because you have people that want to come up, and it's a lot of work. People don't realize that if you're going to do live streaming and come up like I am right now, um, you can't be. It's not like making content where you can step away, because you really can't step away. You're in front of the camera. So, you know, but but it's fun. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do it all the time or I'll do it some of the time or just now and then. But I want to come up. I like being interactive. Being able to interact. I mean, content is great too because we read the comments and we go back and we can comment and take our time in commenting. But coming on with live is great. Yeah, that's what I did, Justine. I dropped it on um, my community tab just now, but I don't think it actually has it where people can come up on the panel. So I have to, oh, I see. It says present or invite. Let me click on that and see what happens. So it says you can invite a guest. So let's click on that. Oops. To this, you can have up. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, now I figured it out. Now I figured it out. And your channel is amazing. And what I love about your channel is that you promote good stuff. And that's what I love. And I totally agree. I mean, pretty much, and I have stopped doing the bigger videos, the long videos, because mine don't get pushed out. They used to, but unless you're doing a controversial subject, it seems they don't get pushed out. And so, other than the live streams, which would be kind of considered a long, other than that, I don't really do um, much anymore a long video. Um, it's usually just a short video, unless it's maybe a dance video. I might put that up. But pretty much everything I do is shorts now, because now you can get up to 3 minutes. The only thing I don't really like about the shorts is it's up and down. You can't make them landscape. And so that's the only real issue, you know. And I think I do now, Justine. I think I just figured it out. It says present or invite. And so, when I come on in the future, I now know how to, invite or, drop the stream into there and to bring other people up. So, yeah. And I hope you're all getting ready for Christmas. Those of you that celebrate it, we most certainly are. I've already got my decorations up. They look beautiful. Sometimes I have two trees. This year I just have one, and I decided to put it in the kitchen area where I dance, because that's kind of where we spend most of our time. And we spend some time in the living room. And of course, I call it Grandma's parlor, where it's more like our dining room, but I have a computer set up in there too. but I didn't put it in there this year. And normally I do because that is like the big window in the front where people can see the tree. But we have a lot of decorations outside, so I didn't feel the need to put the tree in there. Um, but I think next year, if we have a party or anything, I think that we'll get a live tree. Now, this year it's an artificial tree, but beautiful one. But like the year before, we had like a beautiful real tree. So sometimes we go and get a real tree. If we have a party next year, we'll probably have three trees. One in the dining area, one in the kitchen, and one in the living room. But nonetheless, it looks beautiful, and I'm happy with it. And I love Christmas. We had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We celebrated my husband's birthday yesterday, even though I'm probably going to take him out a little bit tonight. And I have three young adult kids. They, live here at home. We have like an area built onto our home that is like an apartment for them. So they're connected, but yet they have their own privacy and everything. So they're in and out, in and out. So it's all good. It's all good. And and so yeah. So but yeah, it's just some way, using StreamYard versus the straight YouTube. The big difference is you cannot bring people up when you use the straight YouTube unless they're right there with you. And so that's the nice thing about StreamYard. And I do like that. And thank you, Un, for suggesting StreamYard for me. And if you don't know Un's channel, do subscribe to Un's channel if you will. It's fabulous. Her content is motivational, inspirational. It makes you, it's a place to go for comfort. If you're not feeling your best about life or whatever, it's an encouragement channel. You go there and you feel better. And I love going to Un's channel. And well, you know what? I'm going to get off of here. This was just a short one. I am heading on out. My sons are getting home, and I made dinner already for them. So they'll be here to have dinner. And thank you. And I'm just testing it. I'm getting my feet wet again and learning this and seeing how it goes. And thank you, Sheila. Oh, wonderful to see you, Sheila. Thank you. Sheila, you're on my TikTok too, aren't you? And Sheila, I tried to do the TikTok. I tried over there on TikTok to do a live stream. And Justine, I don't know from one day to the next. It's kind of like, it's hard for me to be on a schedule. And so it's kind of like I end up popping up when I show up. But it usually will be later evening. Once I get into this groove, once I decide that I'm going to do live streams, it'll probably be, usually around 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And but I want to kind of get into the groove first. And right now I have so much going on with college and everything. Thank you, Sheila. For some reason, Sheila, I thought you were over on my TikTok as well. I've been trying to go live over there because I have a great following over there as well. And but I haven't been, I haven't been over, been able to figure out how to do the live streams because every time I go, it says I have no access. And it doesn't make any sense. And it says I'm not a gaming channel. Well, of course I'm not a gaming channel, but I don't think you have to just be a gamer to go live over there. So anyhow, I'm over here, and that's what's important, I guess. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a wonderful week, and a wonderful holiday. And till next time, I will see you then. Thank you for all coming by. Bye-bye.